The cute town of Julian. I had breakfast at the diner and it was huge, but beautiful old mining town. I hitched a ride with a lovely Mexican guy called Ache, which I think means angel. Whoop. He dropped me off at Scissors Crossing, so now I'm just walking back across the bridge and down to the underbridge, so that I can touch the same spot and continue on my hike. This is the water cache under the crossing, and this is the sorts of things that the trail angels are leaving: water, rubbish bin, even more water, and then there's a trail register that everyone fills in. Okay, good morning. It is day 8. I'm just leaving the road and heading back into the wilderness. I had a fantastic rest day and a half in Julian. I ate a lot. I just relaxed, didn't do much at all, cleaned all my gear, had a nice shower, and ready for the next leg. This leg starts off with a 14-mile stretch of no water, so I'm carrying 3 litres, which is the most I've carried so far. And the trail starts with a big hill, now that I have the heaviest pack I've had. Thankfully food I've only got a couple of days, because that'll get me through to Warner Springs. My knee played up on the rest break, but now that I'm walking it seems to be fine, which is great. So glad to be back on the trail and back into it. I just got offered weed for the first time on the hike. Guy sitting by the bridge looked fairly stoned, but lovely guy, nice conversation and very generous with his offer. Oh wow, here's a new cactus. Look at that, that is so cool. Here's a hiking pole so you can see just how big that is. That is a really neat cactus, and there's a few of them around as well. Ah, cool. Not even gone 200 meters and new cactus of the day. Here's a good summary of the different cactuses. I think that was called the hedgehog, and the prickly pear, and that one started with a C and I can't remember. It's going to be a slow day with all of this neat vegetation to look at. And there's another interesting looking plant. That looks like the yucca on steroids. Look at them all. And they're all flowering. Oh wow. That looks pretty cool. There's so many of them in that one spot. And their flowers are beautiful. I promise I'll stop taking video of these flowers sometime soon, but they are pretty amazing. I just looked up the hill and the whole hill is just full of these cacti everywhere. Oh, that is cool. What a way to restart my hike. One is blooming. Pretty little flowers on the top. Look at the size of that. This is the big hill that I'm going to be starting my day with. There's some hikers just going up around the corner, and it's basically zigzagging up to the top of that hill. many cacti. This is fantastic. Now I'm in the deserts. Here's some new flowers as well. This is going to be a slow day with all of this new things to look at. Count how many different types of flowers are in this one little area. I just saw the strangest looking animal. I don't know what it was. Looked like it had white stripes. It's gone up there, I can't see it. Size of a really big rat. Just sort of gliding up the path. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's people up on the hill there. Oh, that's a big hill to climb. I've picked up a friend on my knee. Don't know what it is. Is that a squirrel? I'm not sure what it is. Looks like a squirrel. Or someone's going to give me a comment that's going to tell me what that is. That's cute! Sorry, my camera's not very steady, so I'm zooming in for so far. That's not what I saw across the path earlier. So, looking back, one of those RVs lets hikers charge the electronics, and then there's the overbridge all the way down there. So I walked from the overbridge along the track, then I've slowly made my way, and this is going to be a very slow day if I keep taking as many photos, but it's just such a beautiful, beautiful area. And I'm seeing so much in such a short space of time. It is amazing. Definitely a great welcome back to the trail. I didn't even make it 2 minutes before I see something new. Here's some new flowers. It's gonna be a slow day. Is this a different type of cactus, or is it the same one I've been seeing just growing up? I haven't seen any with a stalk like that. And this is also starting to flower. That's a good one, I like that one. Here's another, it's another new plant. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a cactus or not. It's got lots of leaves all over it. It does have spikes. But suddenly I'm in a patch with lots of them. They are pretty cool. They are weird. I've seen nothing like that before. This is going to be slow up this hill, but it's just it's hard to get across. I'm not sure you're all going to understand my enthusiasm, but it is just so beautiful and so different to anything I've seen before. It's just cool. Here's another one. Look at that. Oh wow. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Look at that hillside. It's purple from all of the flowers. Wow. I actually managed to go nearly 5 minutes without stopping and seeing something new. You can see the trail going around that little hill down there. Yeah. Sorry, if you don't like flowers, then you probably need to just fast forward, but wow is all I can keep saying. There you go, I made it a whole minute. Here's another new one. A little further away. It's, I think, one of the Spanish bayonet. Someone told me the name. Still making my way up the hill, but I've just seen another new flower. Look up there, that pink one. That's something different. Beautiful. Oh well, hopefully there'll be some closer to the trail. Yeah, still going up, and down there, that shark who I just met on the corner. Wow, definitely recommend, if you can, walk during a super bloom on the desert. It's pretty windy for the poor butterflies. So that's a rattlesnake just hanging out under the rock.
Working on that.
Where's the track? There's the track. The switchbacks is just in and then goes all the way in and in. People there, and all the way along the side of the hill. People there. This is a much busier track. Two couples I've passed have, one are just out for a couple of days and one are doing a section hike just for a week. So a busier part of the trail. This is the map for today, and it shows how wiggly the trail has been. So direct route would only be 10 kilometers, when in fact it was actually 22 kilometers that we did today.
Aha, you're on camera.
I think I've managed to find the only piece of shade on the entire trail so far. So I've been going 3 hours and I've covered about 6 miles. So it's a little slow pace, but that's probably because that first few miles I was just taking photos continuously. There's not as many flowers now, but there's still lots of patches of mainly the purple and the white flowers. And yeah, there's less cacti now as well. It's starting to get a bit drier and a bit more barren. The trail is just going along the side of the hill, and it's got big gullies that we have to go around. So you come around a corner at the ridgeline, and then you can see the way for the next mile or so, and you can see the people walking on the trail, so you can see exactly where it goes. There's a lot more people today as well, a mixture of day hikers, section hikers and through hikers. So it's very seldom I'm not seeing someone at some stage. Body is feeling alright. The knee every now and again comes loose. I did something on my rest day, ironically. but the rest of my body's alright. Just starting to get a little tired, which is why I'm taking a long break in the shade. So that's my shady lunch spot. You can see why it's so special, because there is no shade. The trail's going along the side of the hill, people there, and then around the corner, and then it's going to do the same thing. So, beautiful spot. Of course, I've been so busy focusing on the flowers, I haven't actually shown that there's also a beautiful view up there, off across the flats and the hills that we came in. So this hill, we came around the side of it, and then down to so a few days ago I was looking out across these hills, and coming around the corner it's also big valley, big hills either side, and that road in the middle is the road to Warner Springs. Yeah, and white flowers now. And one thing the camera can't capture is the smell. Some of these flowers have got beautiful scents. The purple ones, and I think it's these yellow ones as well, have got very strong smells. So, good way to disguise the smell of stinky hikers by having the flowers. Now the trail's a little bit overgrown. This is quite a neat bit. The trail maintenance guys have made rock walls to stop the trail disappearing off down into the water. Down there. It's a cute little tree hanging on to the cliff. Listen to the bird. So this is what hiker feet can look like. Have a look at that big blister there. And look at the big toe. That was a training hike. There's no nail. Blisters.
Blisters.
And then look at the side of the foot. Look at the size of those blisters there. So I am feeling incredibly fortunate with my minuscule little blisters.
Get out of here.
And this is Beth, who I camped with, and Jerry. 60 cents from the AT, but Jerry. The tapes just come off, and that's what they look like under the tape. So these
Beautiful feet. I'm going to enter
painful.
the Miss America contest for heels.
I have already done 8 miles. So 2 o'clock. I left at 9:40. So I have 6 more miles to get to the water point. But I'll see how I'm feeling. I've still got plenty of water. So if I need to, then I can camp for a bit. Here's a new type of cacti. I think it's cacti. Look at that. So another new cacti of the day. See the rock glittering. The minerals, not sure what it is, quartz or something like that. shining in the sun. It's quite pretty. Another bush, and it's got these neat seeds. The size of that here. These gates don't open very much. That's the most that it opens. So if you've got a big pack, you're in trouble. This is exciting. We're on the other side of the hill for the first time all day. Looking down, you can see all the hikers going along the trail, and then it looks like, yep, it then starts climbing up that big hill. You can see hikers way up there as well. People down there. People at the corner, people going up. So that's the first sighting of a real desert. Look down there, there's the flats, and that is desert. Got a purple hillside, and then that next hillside over looks orange, so that's going to be poppies. It's just so hard to stop taking photos of how beautiful it is up here. Just when I think it's going to be dry, then you get more flowers again. It has just been an amazing day. Absolutely beautiful. That's the trail I've just come down, and this whole hill is purple, and it smells wonderful. So I've just come around the corner, and on that far hill is just covered in poppies. It was crickets, but then I looked up and I saw it's actually a bird. I've been resisting taking more photos of these, but this one's got a different colour flower, so I'm justified in one more yucca plant. The amount of butterflies is amazing. They're a bit shy, so they fly away before I get too close to them. But heaps of them. Only a couple of types though. It seems to be the white ones and the orange ones. Looks like the trail is starting to drop down now, which is right. We're not too far from the water cache, and see the hills up there? There's some more poppies up there. So I thought we were going down, but nope. We're going back up and over that hill. I have just under a mile to go to get to the tent site, and from there it's another, I think, half mile to get to the water cache. It has been an amazing day. Just the nature today, flowers, cacti, saw squirrels, a rattlesnake, a jackrabbit. It's just been constant. It's just an amazing day. Usually coming off a 0 day, I would be feeling a bit tired, but I've actually got pretty good energy. I didn't stop for lunch because I had such a huge breakfast. I've just had a few snacks and some electrolytes, and that's been plenty. My arches, every now and again I can feel them. but I just do a stretch and it goes away. But yeah, surprisingly feeling really good. So that's 13 miles. I'll have to work out the kilometres, but it's probably 23 odd kilometres. So not a bad effort. It's been not too hot, apart from the last 30 minutes where there's been no wind. And that's been the first time that I've actually felt a bit warm. I bought, I think it's 3.5 litres of water, and I've got just over a litre left. So now I've got a good gauge for water carries, how much I need on a warm slash hot day. I've actually drank more water in the last half hour since it's been hot than I did in just about the rest of it. So yeah, well, what a fantastic day. Here's some poppies. These are what I've been seeing on the hillsides from a distance, but now get to see them up close. Yeah. Just covering the hill above. Look at that. There's just so many of them. It's just beautiful. Was the water cache, and it's needed because we've just come 14 miles and the next water is not for another 10 miles. So thank you very much to the trail angels that maintain this. Much appreciated. All the empty bottles. And that's just piles of water. And here's a guy pouring water.
This is exactly how you're supposed to do it.
At the end of the movie with the credits, that's going to be him. Dylan.
Look at the skill in that. No spillage.
Oh.
Almost.
Just a little bit for the homies.
Now it's uphill back to the trail and camping.